The railroad rib stitch looks complex but is delightfully easy to crochet. While a row of chains seem to create the rails and the half double crochet create the cross ties, in reality the effect is simply made by the placement of the hook. This one row repeat pattern is completely reversible too. For our practice project, I chose a heather gray worsted weight yarn and turned the railroad rib on its side to create a warm masculine scarf. Not only will you learn the railroad rib stitch, but I added a few whistle stops to keep you on track. All aboard! We are about to begin.
Form a slip knot and chain until you get to the desired length. But because chains can be very deceiving, it isn't until you start putting the stitches into place that you get the actual measurement. So, what I'm going to suggest is that you do an extra long piece. This man's scarf is going to be 80 inches long. And so I have 300 chains made, and I marked every 50. Now I'm not going to use all 300, or at least I don't believe I will use all 300. But I wanted to have plenty of them ready to go. I'm rolling the chain over to expose that third loop on the back. And that's important. So here's the first one right at the base of the chain. Here's the second one. Here's the third one. I'm yarning over, inserting my hook into that stitch, into that bump, pulling up a loop, yarning over and pulling through all 3 loops on the hook. Let's do it again. Yarn over, insert in the next bump, pull up a loop, 3 loops on hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. And as you've recognized, that's a half double crochet.
Working in the bump on the back of the chain creates a beautiful finished edge that looks just like the upper edge of the crochet stitch. This means that both side edges of the scarf will be finished as we go. Continue to work 1 half double crochet in each stitch until the piece measures 80 inches from the first half double crochet. That's a much more accurate measurement. Fold the foundation row over into fourths and measure it. It should be 20 inches.
It came out to 280 half double crochets.
Leave the unworked section of the chain attached for now. Later, we will trim it to a reasonable length.
So, we've chained our 2. That belongs to the first half double crochet. So now we're going to yarn over, insert our hook under just the horizontal bar just below the top 2 loops of the stitch. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3. Now, yarn over, go into the next horizontal bar, which is right there. Pick up a loop, 3 loops on hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Another half double crochet. And do you see how it pulls up? This side is relatively flat. But if you turn it over, what you're getting are the top 2 loops are folding to the front. And it makes a beautiful chain ridge going right up the row. So let's go back and do a few more. And we're going to work all the way to the end of this row the same way. You have to be careful though that you don't catch one of these loops on the top of the stitch. Otherwise, your chain will be disrupted and it'll be really obvious. As you can see, we're getting right down to the last stitches. Now this is our second to the last. And our last stitch is going to be placed right in the top of the turning chain. Just like that. Chain 2 and turn. Before we go on, it's a good idea to just check your last row to make sure you have the chain going all the way down. If it isn't there, you placed your stitch in the wrong place.
Now that you've learned the pattern row, just repeat until you reach the size you want. For the railroad rib scarf, end after 22 rows. If you want a wider scarf, just continue. However, you will get the best results if you end after an even numbered row.
Remove all the markers that I have along the first edge. And as I said before, this extra yarn tail that we don't need, I'm going to cut it off about 2 inches from the end. And with either your crochet hook or your darning needle, just pluck these stitches out. And here's our last one, so we're going to just pull this one tight. And there. Now I'm going to simply weave this along this edge here. You don't want to weave it along this edge because that's a finished edge. The other thing that I'm going to mention is if you have to join, and you will have to join yarn midway here, you want to bury it not along the upper edge, which are these loops here because those are prominent on both sides, but you want to bury it under the third loop. That way, when you turn it and work over that stitch, it will be buried. And that's my last comment for making this beautiful railroad rib scarf.
I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please take a moment to subscribe and ring the bell to receive notifications of upcoming videos and events. Happy crocheting!